Lewis Porter was the kind of man who prided himself on his stability. He lived a life of routine and predictability, working diligently at ALA, a well-respected company, and coming home to his beloved wife, Penny Lane. For years, their marriage had been a source of comfort and joy for Lewis. Every morning, he would leave their quaint suburban home, kiss Penny goodbye, and head to work with a sense of purpose. They had a seemingly perfect life, one that Lewis cherished deeply. During one particular business trip, Lewis found himself in a bustling city far from home. The days were filled with meetings and presentations, leaving little time for personal reflection. It was during a rare moment of downtime, while grabbing a coffee in the hotel lounge, that Lewis overheard a conversation that would change everything. A group of his colleagues were talking, their voices low but clear enough for Lewis to catch snippets of their discussion. "Dave and Penny. Can't believe they're so careless," one of them muttered, shaking his head. Lewis felt a chill run down his spine. He strained to hear more, his heart pounding in his chest. The more he listened, the more certain he became that they were talking about his wife, Penny, and Dave Rogers, the nephew of his boss. The realization hit him like a ton of bricks: his wife was having an affair. The room seemed to spin as he processed the information. The Lewis who had entered that lounge, confident and secure in his marriage, was no more. As he sat there, trying to steady his breath, a storm of emotions engulfed him. Anger, confusion, and an overwhelming sense of betrayal churned within him. How could Penny, his Penny, betray him like this? Lewis's mind raced through memories of their life together, every shared laugh, every intimate moment now tainted by the shadow of infidelity. He felt his heart breaking in real time, each beat a painful reminder of his new harsh reality. Lewis knew he couldn't confront Penny over the phone. This was a face-to-face conversation, one that would undoubtedly tear him apart but needed to happen. The remaining days of the business trip were a blur. He moved through meetings mechanically, his thoughts consumed by the impending confrontation. Nights were the worst, filled with sleepless hours and a gnawing dread of the confrontation that awaited him at home. When the trip finally ended, Lewis returned to their once cozy home with a heavy heart. The familiar surroundings now seemed foreign and cold. He could barely look at Penny without feeling a surge of sorrow and anger. Everything about her seemed different, yet heartbreakingly the same. He needed to ask her, to confirm the awful truth, but the words lodged in his throat. The man who had always been sure of everything now stood on the precipice of a painful truth, his world about to shatter into pieces. The stage was set for a confrontation that would redefine his life. Lewis could no longer avoid the truth. The moment he feared was inevitable, and he would have to find the strength to face it head-on, no matter how devastating the outcome. Lewis stood in their living room, his gaze fixed on Penny. She looked back at him, her eyes avoiding his, a mixture of guilt and apprehension flickering across her face. The silence between them was suffocating, pregnant with unspoken accusations and shattered trust. Finally, Lewis found his voice, though it came out in a strained whisper. "Is it true?" he asked, his tone pleading yet laced with an underlying pain that cut through the air like a knife. Penny hesitated, her hands fidgeting nervously. Tears welled up in her eyes as she nodded slightly, unable to meet Lewis's gaze directly. The admission hit Lewis with the force of a sledgehammer. He felt the weight of her betrayal crash down on him, a tidal wave of hurt and disbelief washing over his entire being. Words erupted from Lewis in a torrent of anguish and anger. He demanded answers, each question a dagger aimed at the heart of their marriage. How long had it been going on? Did she even love him anymore? Penny's responses, whispered and choked with tears, only fueled his pain. She tried to explain, to apologize, but her words felt hollow against the backdrop of their shattered vows. The argument that ensued was fierce and raw, filled with accusations and regrets. Lewis couldn't recognize himself in the heat of his emotions. This man consumed by rage and heartache was a stranger to him. He felt like he was drowning in a sea of betrayal, struggling to make sense of a reality that seemed surreal and cruel. Hours passed in that agonizing confrontation. Penny's pleas for forgiveness mingled with Lewis's desperate attempts to understand how their once solid foundation had crumbled so completely. The house echoed with their raised voices, the weight of their shared history hanging heavy in the air. By the time the storm of emotions finally subsided, both Lewis and Penny were emotionally spent, their marriage irreparably fractured. As night fell, Lewis found himself alone in their bedroom, the space once filled with love and intimacy now barren and cold. He lay awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying the painful confrontation over and over in his mind. Sleep eluded him, replaced by a relentless cycle of sorrow and anger. The man who had always believed in second chances now faced the daunting reality of a future without the woman he had loved so deeply. In the days that followed, Lewis retreated into himself, wrestling with a betrayal that had upended his world. His interactions with Penny were strained and distant, punctuated by awkward silences and unspoken recriminations. The walls of their once happy home felt like they were closing in on him, a constant reminder of the life they had built together, now irreparably fractured. The pain of betrayal gnawed at Lewis's soul, leaving him hollow and adrift. He struggled to reconcile the woman he had loved with the person who had shattered his trust so callously. Every glance at Penny, every shared memory, now felt like a dagger to his heart. Yet amidst the wreckage of his marriage, a flicker of determination began to take root within Lewis, a resolve to confront the truth, no matter how devastating, and to find a way forward from the ruins of his shattered dreams. Weeks passed in a haze of emotional turmoil for Lewis. The wounds from Penny's betrayal festered, leaving him grappling with a mix of anger, sadness, and disbelief. Unable to bear the weight of uncertainty any longer, Lewis made a decision that would shape the course of his future. He would uncover the truth, no matter the cost. With determination fueling his actions, Lewis sought out a private investigator. The process was painstaking, each revelation of Penny's infidelity another blow to his already fragile heart. Evidence mounted, painting a damning picture of her affair with Dave Rogers. The photos, the messages, it was all there, stark and undeniable. Each piece of proof deepened the abyss of betrayal Lewis found himself in. Armed with the investigator's findings, Lewis contacted a lawyer. Their meeting was businesslike, yet charged with emotion. Lewis recounted the details of his marriage, the discovery of the affair, and his resolve to seek justice. The lawyer nodded sympathetically, outlining the legal steps ahead. Divorce proceedings were initiated swiftly, the paperwork a stark reminder of the irreparable damage done to their once happy union. As the legal battle loomed, Lewis found himself navigating unfamiliar territory. He was no longer just a husband betrayed, he was a man fighting for his dignity and justice. The days blurred together as he attended meetings, reviewed documents, and prepared for court appearances. The weight of proving Penny's infidelity in a public forum was a daunting task, one that tested his resolve and emotional fortitude daily. The courtroom became a battleground, emotions running high as Lewis faced Penny across the aisle. Her presence was a painful reminder of everything he had lost. Yet amidst the turmoil, a flicker of determination burned bright within Lewis. He was not just seeking a divorce, he was seeking closure, seeking to reclaim a sense of self-worth that had been shattered by her betrayal. The legal proceedings unfolded with unexpected twists and turns. Revelations surfaced that shook Lewis to the core, exposing deeper layers of deceit and manipulation. The courtroom drama played out like a Shakespearean tragedy, each witness testimony and cross-examination adding to the tension and uncertainty. Lewis found himself grappling not only with legal complexities, but also with the emotional fallout of confronting his shattered dreams head-on. Yet through it all, Lewis remained steadfast in his pursuit of justice. The legal battle became a lifeline, a way to channel his pain into action, to reclaim a sense of control over his fractured life. As the case progressed, Lewis found unexpected allies in his lawyer and the legal team, their support a source of strength during the darkest moments of the proceedings. With the legal battle raging on, Lewis found himself caught in a whirlwind of emotions. The courtroom drama had exposed the raw wounds of his betrayal, leaving him grappling with a profound sense of loss and isolation. Friends and colleagues picked sides, their sympathies a stark reminder of the fractured relationships in his life. The once familiar corridors of ALA felt like a battleground, every encounter with Dave Rogers a painful reminder of his wife's infidelity. Nights were the hardest for Lewis. The solitude of his empty home echoed with memories of happier times, now tainted by the bitterness of betrayal. Sleep eluded him, replaced by restless hours of replaying painful conversations and imagined confrontations. The man who had once believed in the sanctity of marriage now found himself adrift in a sea of doubt and heartache. At work, tension simmered beneath the surface. Lewis struggled to maintain his composure in the face of whispered gossip and sideways glances. Every interaction with colleagues felt laden with judgment and pity, a constant reminder of his status as the betrayed husband. The professional respect he had once commanded seemed to slip through his fingers, replaced by a suffocating sense of shame. In the midst of his emotional turmoil, Lewis found himself questioning everything he thought he knew about love and loyalty. The pain of Penny's betrayal cut deep, leaving scars that seemed to deepen with each passing day. He grappled with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt, wondering what he could have done differently to prevent the unraveling of his marriage. Evenings were spent in solitary reflection, the silence of his home a stark contrast to the laughter and warmth that had once filled its walls. Lewis withdrew into himself, seeking solace in solitary walks and quiet moments of introspection. The world outside seemed to blur as he navigated the tumultuous landscape of his emotions, searching for a sense of clarity amidst the chaos. Yet amidst the darkness, a flicker of resilience began to take root within Lewis. He was no longer defined solely by the pain of betrayal, but by the strength of his resolve to rebuild his life. The road ahead was uncertain and fraught with challenges, but Lewis knew that healing would come not from avoiding the pain but from confronting it head-on. As he faced the daunting prospect of rebuilding his shattered dreams, a glimmer of hope began to emerge, a whisper of possibility that perhaps, amidst the ruins of his old life, a new beginning awaited. The courtroom proceedings stretched on, each day a grueling test of Lewis's endurance and emotional resilience. As witnesses testified and evidence was presented, the weight of Penny's betrayal hung heavy in the air. The legal battle was not just about divorce, it was a quest for truth and vindication, a journey to reclaim his shattered dignity. Cross-examinations were tense and charged with emotion. Lewis sat stoically as his lawyer dissected Penny's actions, exposing the depth of her deception. Her attempts to justify her affair fell flat against the backdrop of Lewis's unwavering determination. The courtroom became a stage where the intricacies of their broken marriage played out for all to see, each revelation a blow to the heart. Unexpected twists in the legal proceedings added layers of complexity to Lewis's quest for justice. Revelations surfaced that painted a darker portrait of Penny's infidelity, challenging Lewis's already fragile sense of trust. Yet amidst the turmoil, he found a semblance of clarity, a resolve to confront the truth, no matter how painful. Outside the courtroom, Lewis grappled with the fallout of the legal battle. The media scrutiny was relentless, casting a harsh spotlight on his personal life. Rumors and speculation swirled, amplifying the already intense emotions surrounding the case. Yet amidst the chaos, Lewis found solace in the unwavering support of his legal team and newfound allies who stood by him during his darkest hour. The legal battle became a crucible, a test of Lewis's strength and resilience in the face of overwhelming adversity. Each day brought new challenges and unexpected revelations, pushing him to confront uncomfortable truths about love, betrayal, and the complexities of human relationships. Through it all, he clung to a fragile hope that justice would prevail, that the truth would set him free from the shackles of his shattered dreams. As the courtroom drama neared its climax, Lewis found himself standing on the precipice of closure. The legal proceedings had laid bare the painful reality of his marriage, yet amidst the wreckage, a newfound sense of clarity emerged, a conviction that, no matter the outcome, he would emerge from this crucible stronger and more resilient than ever before. The culmination of the legal battle brought both relief and a bittersweet sense of closure to Lewis's tumultuous journey. As the judge delivered the verdict, confirming Penny's infidelity and granting Lewis a favorable settlement, a wave of mixed emotions washed over him. The victory in court marked not just the end of a marriage, but the beginning of a new chapter in his life. The courtroom erupted in whispers and murmurs as the verdict was announced. Penny's stunned expression mirrored Lewis's own complex feelings, relief mingled with sadness for what was lost. Yet amidst the courtroom drama, Lewis found unexpected solace in the justice served, a validation of his pain and a reaffirmation of his worth. With a legal battle behind him, Lewis began to rebuild his life piece by piece. The financial settlement provided a sense of security, easing the burden of starting anew. Yet the emotional scars of betrayal lingered, reminding him of the complexities of trust and forgiveness. It was during this period of introspection that Lewis crossed paths with Karis, the sharp-witted lawyer who had stood by him throughout the legal proceedings. Their initial interactions were marked by a shared understanding of heartache and resilience, a connection that grew steadily into something deeper. Karis's presence brought a sense of warmth and companionship that Lewis hadn't realized he was missing. As their relationship blossomed, Lewis found himself drawn to Karis's strength and compassion. She became his confidant, offering a listening ear and unwavering support as he navigated the uncertainties of rebuilding his life. Their bond deepened with each passing day, rooted in mutual respect and a shared determination to embrace the future. Together, Lewis and Karis embarked on a new journey, a journey fueled by hope and possibility. They relocated to Wales, embracing the opportunity for a fresh start in a place that symbolized renewal. Amidst the rolling hills and tranquil landscapes, Lewis found peace and healing, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of love. Their wedding day marked a poignant milestone, a celebration of love rediscovered and second chances embraced. Surrounded by friends and family, Lewis and Karis exchanged vows that spoke of forgiveness, perseverance, and the courage to embrace life's uncertainties. As they danced under the starlit sky, Lewis knew that he had found not just a partner but a soulmate, a companion with whom to navigate life's joys and challenges. In the quiet moments of reflection, Lewis marveled at the twists and turns that had led him to this place of newfound happiness. The journey had been fraught with pain and heartache, yet it had also been a testament to his resilience and capacity for growth. As he looked towards the future with Karis by his side, Lewis felt a profound sense of gratitude, for the lessons learned, the wounds healed, and the enduring hope that love in its purest form could conquer even the deepest of sorrows. Lewis and Karis's marriage brought a sense of peace and stability that had eluded him for so long. Together, they forged a new path in Wales, surrounded by the lush beauty of the countryside and the promise of a fresh start. The scars of betrayal slowly faded as Lewis immersed himself in their shared life, finding solace in Karis's unwavering love and support. Their home in Wales became a sanctuary, a place where memories of pain were replaced by moments of joy and laughter. Lewis discovered a renewed sense of purpose in his work, drawing on his experiences to advocate for justice and fairness. Karis's legal expertise complemented his own efforts, creating a powerful partnership built on mutual respect and shared values. As they navigated the challenges of married life, Lewis and Karis found strength in their shared commitment to honesty and open communication. They faced obstacles together, weathering storms that tested their resolve and deepened their bond. Through it all, Lewis marveled at the resilience of the human heart, how love, when nurtured with care and understanding, could blossom even in the wake of profound loss. The years passed, marked by milestones that celebrated their enduring love and shared accomplishments. They traveled the world together, exploring new cultures and embracing life's adventures with a sense of wonder and gratitude. Lewis found fulfillment not just in their shared experiences but in the quiet moments of everyday life, the comfort of Karis's embrace, the shared laughter over meals cooked together, and the simple joy of being by her side. In Karis, Lewis found a partner who saw him for who he truly was, a man shaped by his past but not defined by it. Together, they created a home filled with warmth and acceptance, a testament to the healing power of forgiveness and the transformative journey of redemption. As they grew older together, Lewis cherished each moment spent with Karis, knowing that their love had withstood the tests of time and emerged stronger than ever. Their story was one of resilience and renewal, a testament to the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity and embrace the promise of a brighter tomorrow. As Lewis reflected on their journey, he felt a profound sense of gratitude, for the second chances that had led him to Caris, for the lessons learned along the way, and for the enduring hope that love in its purest form could indeed conquer all. And as they watched the sun set over the rolling hills of Wales, hand in hand, Lewis knew that he had found his home, the place where his heart had found peace, where his soul had found solace, and where his love for Caris had found its truest expression. In their embrace, he found not just a partner but a kindred spirit, a companion with whom to navigate life's joys and challenges, knowing that their love would continue to grow stronger with each passing day.